Well, Dr. Colorado is a great fan of the park people, and you should be too. This year, they are celebrating 50 years of beautifying Denver. Joining Dr. Colorado on the Cocoa Couch today is Kim Yuan Farrell. She's the executive director of the Park People, and welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Right, we're bringing the show down to the home stretch here. All right, so Dr. Colorado, I know you're a big fan of the Park People.
Well, they do wonderful things in parks and with trees around the city, but I'm very happy with what they've done with two landmarks. Eugene Fields, the Poet's House, has been saved as one of their headquarters.
Nice.
And now they're in the Fleming Mansion, which was the old town hall for South Denver, is now the home for the Park People.
Isn't that nice? Wonderful. All right, Ken, so what was the Park People, when was the Park People originally founded?
Yeah, we were founded in 1969 by a group of really dedicated park advocates who saw that the city of Denver didn't have enough resources to support the park system the way it needed to be. And they were kind of inspired by, well, Mayor Spear's vision of Denver as a city beautiful when he, in the early 1900s, really decided to create this amazing parks and parkway system.
Sure, I didn't expect you to say 1969. It's great to hear that they've been around this long, even though we don't hear about them all the time, but the preservation is there, and that's great. All right, so some achievements. We're celebrating the golden year, 50 years, right?
Yeah.
Some achievements over the decades. Talk about
Yeah,
those.
during the past 50 years, we've completed more than 50 projects in the Parks and Rec system, and a variety of different kinds and scales. We have done, well, there, the picture is Pioneer Fountain, which is down at Colfax and Broadway.
Beautiful.
Great spot. Yep, it was 1911 it was put in, and by 1983 it was falling apart. The monument was actually sliding off of its base and the fountain was non-operational. So we raised the funds to get that kind of repaired and back functioning. And then this was our most recent capital improvement project, the reconstruction of the Cranmer Park Sundial and Plaza, this wonderful place over in the Hilltop neighborhood that was built in the 1930s, but then it, you know, a decade ago really was falling apart and needing repair. So we worked with the neighborhood residents in the Save Our Sundial campaign to raise the funds, the rest of the funds that the city needed to reconstruct from the ground up, make a solid foundation, adequate drainage, and now it's just back to being this wonderful community site that is always busy with kids summiting the sundial and everything.
And I was going to say that when you've got lots of kids surrounding that area, it can start to take a toll on it. All right, let's talk about some of the impact the organization's work has had on the community.
Yeah, so over the past 5 decades, it's really meant millions of dollars in investment in the Parks and Rec system. And that is all about improving the livability of Denver. So parks serve so many different functions, and they are the backdrop of our lives, our picnics and our dog walks, and they also, you know, encourage us to be healthy in the outdoors. The historic sites that we work on really help tell the stories and the histories of our community and give us a cultural identity, which, you know, with so many newcomers coming to Denver is really important to help bring them in, make them feel a sense of excitement about our city, belonging, history, and get everybody engaged in our communities.
Wonderful. I definitely want to talk about some of the programs the Park People have. One of them is Denver Digs Trees, and that's just one of many. Talk about that.
Yeah, Denver Digs Trees is our flagship program through which we've planted more than 55,000 trees, and we've provided these free and affordable trees to Denver residents. It's really powerful in that the residents themselves plant the trees, which can be a really impactful process in transforming their own neighborhoods. And the 1,000+ trees we plant each year grow to provide more than $1 million in community benefits, from, you know, helping with stormwater management, cooling our neighborhoods, cleaning our air, all kinds of really important functions.
Great. All right, so how are you celebrating 50 years? What's in the future here?
Yeah, well, we are currently preparing for our upcoming tree program that we'll have next year. We are selecting our next capital improvement project, and then we'll be just next month having a 50th anniversary celebration, which is really fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and we'll also be this fall planting a Washington elm tree, which is taken from a cutting of a tree that theoretically, or so word has it, George Washington stood under when he took command of the American Army. So a bit of historical lore, whether it's true or not.
Yeah, whether it's true or not, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Dr. Colorado, what's one of your favorite programs through the Park People?
There's so many. I think that Pioneer Fountain at Colfax and Broadway is one of my favorites. The Pavilion at Cheeseman Park, where you go to take a look at the whole Front Range and see that Colorado Yule marble restored and sparkling again, was great.
I would agree with you on that. Dr. Colorado and Kim, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, how would you like to be a part of the Park People? There are volunteer opportunities and they're available throughout the year. You can call 303-722-6262 or visit their website, theparkpeople.org/get-involved/volunteer with us. And if you want to see what Dr. Colorado Noel is up to during the year, follow him at dr-colorado.com.